Hey YouTube. Gosh, it has been a very slow 2 weeks. Very slow. I am still trying to get myself back into the groove. I don't know. I don't know. The loads I picked, they've been like pushing them back. So I had to happen twice. I had two 34-hour resets in the same week. Two 34-hour resets in the same week. That is unheard of. That was unheard of. I was so upset. So since I was so close to home for the second one that got pushed back, I went on ahead home, took that time, and did my creative thing. Pumped out some more T-shirts and did some sewing, stuff like that. But yeah, I don't know. Other than that, I mean, it's been pretty cool. I'm back out here. I got a pretty decent week, lined up. As long as everything stays where it's supposed to be, it should be pretty decent. It should be pretty decent. Hopefully, the next week, I'll be back, pretty much closer to, how I'm usually running. But yeah. I don't know. Oh my gosh. I hate it when I go home sometimes because I'm more, there's more TV on. Because when you're on the road, you don't really watch TV like that. You watch on demand, YouTube, Hulu, things of that nature. So you're not really catching all those commercials and that craziness that's going on. And I don't be on social media, scrolling that much because, I'm driving. So I don't get a chance to do all that. I'm either listening to my music or podcasts or audiobooks. So I'm pretty sheltered, from all this stuff that's going on out here. So having that couple of days home, oh my God, it was like, I felt like the world, it was like, remember like if you watch the Batman or the Joker movies and they're in Gotham and everybody's just acting a total fool? That's how I felt. Everybody's acting a total fool. I'm like, okay, we got more cops just killing people for no reason. We've got crazy white ladies, trying to get a black man arrested for nothing. We got people rioting, looting, and then on top of that, we've got to deal with COVID stuff. It's just crazy. Oh my gosh. I am so happy. This is one time I am happy to be back on this truck, because I can re-isolate my brain from all of that crazy stuff that's going on. I really feel bad for people that are like quarantined in them houses, because if that is what they're listening to on the radio and on the TV all day, I understand why there's so many people that is like anxious, depressed, stressed out. It's crazy. I can see it, because that's, I'm just isolated from all of that. And I think a lot of truckers would understand, would agree with that. We're not unless you're going there looking for it, like you're watching the news radio or, stuff like that. I don't. I have iTunes. I just listen to my playlist, So that's going to be some violin, some concert music, jazz, rock and roll, reggae, gospel, whatever. I don't really listen to news stuff, so gosh, that was like really crazy. It's really crazy. I literally like had a headache yesterday from all of that negative energy that was just being pumped into my psyche here. Oh my gosh. I don't like it. I don't, my daughter, I'm thankful that she don't really like watch that much TV and, radio. She's kind of like me. She just watches her little stuff, on YouTube, Netflix, and her music, her Drake on iTunes. That's it, so she's pretty oblivious, until she hears people talking. But that's the downfall, because she's, in the city. So it's stationary. So you hear the people talking, and when she goes to work, you hear, the stuff. So sometimes I can kind of see it, like the anxiety and stuff going on with her, but she does pretty good at keeping herself from getting too stressed out. And then I try not to, because I have all my friends, and as she calls us, the old folks that come, with all of our gloom and doom days, theory. So all my friends were calling, they were talking about, the gloom and the doom, and I'm like, I got some that's like, they think this is the end of the world, and there's just some that's just like the conversations sometimes I knew was going real dark, and I'm trying to stay, in my light. So, yeah, that yesterday was a hard day to stay in my light. Everything was working against me yesterday, but I did a pretty good, I have good coping skills now. I didn't have them before. I didn't have them when I was younger. I was one of those, I had wrong coping skills. Wrong coping skills. So, pretty much now I have better coping skills when I get stressed out and stuff like that. And I just dive into my crafts. It's like, that's the best thing for me to do, because I work out everything through my craft. So yesterday, some of the stuff that I had on my mind, I made them out of the t-shirts. Y'all don't see me, I'm gonna be wearing them, because as soon as I can make something for myself, because my little crumb snatchers, I've been making most of the stuff for them. A couple of them for some of my trucking friends. They've been asking me to do that. Some of my Mason brothers, have been asking me to make stuff for them. Some of my Israelite brothers, they were asking me if I could make something for them. So I've been like, it's a good distraction. It gave me a chance to do, to give of yourself, because to me, I think, that is, that's the best way to be. It's like you give of yourself freely. I don't look for stuff in return. I've had people that I've given stuff to. I just give it to them, because I know that they need. And then, I also support them, and, my thing is always, when I ask them, what do you want for this? Because I'm trying to see if they're more equally yoked with me. Like, where's your mind at when you're doing this? Because, like, I buy the t-shirts, and I'm buying the vinyl, and I'm buying everything, the heat transfer, all of that. But I make it because it gives me joy. It gives me something to do, and I like it. I'm not looking for anything back. So it's funny when somebody, like, she sold me some masks that she made. Well, not she made, that she bought, and I liked them, and I was like, okay, these are cool. And she sold them to me, and I'm like, that was odd, but I don't know her story. I don't know what was going on in her household, so I don't knock nobody's hustle. Nobody can tell me, what I'm going to do when it comes to what I'm doing. If I want to sell something for $100, I'm gonna sell it for $100, or I'm gonna keep it. And if I want to give it away for free, I'm gonna give it away for free. It's still my choice. So I don't like to do that, with other people. But I just think that it's funny when I see, when they're always accepting things, but they forget sometimes to give. And I like being around people that's more like me. It's sort of like a give and take. It's not like take and take. Just give and take, and that's kind of hard to come by out here. People that are willing to give, just to give freely. Give back to society. Especially if you feel like you've been blessed, and I've been blessed, and this isn't like a money thing for me. I've been blessed. I've been through some serious stuff, in my life. I was seriously damaged, emotionally. So, I thank the Creator all the time for, helping me and guiding me, through all of that crap I was going through, and I'm thankful of where I am now in this journey. So, me, I I don't mind giving because I've been blessed with way much more, and that's how I had to really learn to not hold so much when it comes to monetary, because monetary, it's a tool, but it's just so much reward when it comes to love, and being around positive people and having people who love you unconditionally, agape love. It's hard to find, and that right there, that is when you find that is when you're rich. That makes you the richest person in the world, because a lot of people don't have that, so I've been blessed, blessed. I so many good people have been put into my life, and at first I was really skeptical. I didn't trust nobody. Everybody's against you. Because that's what I was used to having around me. A bunch of takers, talkers, gossipers, people looking for your demise, people that don't give two craps about you, people that'll treat you like crap, the joke of the group, all kinds of just negative people. And I didn't really realize it, that I had that many, negative people around me like that. And, once I weeded through it and, understood it, it's just a bunch of hurt people. I'm not like upset or anything with any of them. It's, once you step yourself back out of it, and then you can kind of look at people in a different light, and it's just pretty much just a lot of hurt people out here that are still stumbling and trying to find their way through life as well. I was one of those hurt people, at one time. So I get it, but now, it's sort of like, it's just like, waves, the waves, they change, and, they go through, and it's sort of like, I still have a lot of my old friends, and and some of them are coming around, they're changing. I'm seeing, we're growing up, we're growing up, and, yeah, but I mean, this group of people, new sisters that I've met and I share ideas with, and I can learn from, and I'm accepted, for just being me, and I'm appreciated, and they hear me, and that when you have something like that, it's just so refreshing, and it's so rewarding. A lot of the people that I have around me right now, I'm thankful that the Creator brought them to me. I'm not as alone as I felt I was. And so that's my little rant for right now. I'm already at 13 minutes, and I'm so sorry to keep that too long. So on that note, peace, love, and light.